Amidst the ancient majestic courts and lavish palaces, a league of inhumane and brutal queens lurked that didn't just bend the rules, but also wrote history with the blood of innocence. From Athaliah, who'd stop at nothing to secure her throne, to Jezebel, with a penchant for silencing dissenters in the most unconventional ways, let's get deep into the lives of these brutal queens. Get ready for a historical roller coaster ride as we uncover the bizarre, shocking, and downright spine-chilling acts of these 10 inhumane and most brutal queens of ancient history. 1. Queen Jezebel of Israel, 9th century BC. Let's begin this journey with one of the biblical accounts of Queen Jezebel of Israel. Jezebel remains a figure shrouded in controversy and intrigue, her story woven with elements of power, religion, and a chilling end that etched her name into history. Born in Sidon, Phoenicia, Jezebel's life intertwined with the kingdom of Israel through her marriage to King Ahab. Her arrival in the royal court marked a pivotal moment in Israel's history, but it also sparked deep religious and political tensions. Jezebel's unwavering devotion to the Phoenician god Baal clashed vehemently with Israel's monotheistic beliefs. Her influence on Ahab led to a radical shift in religious policies, promoting Baal worship and eradicating opposition to her beliefs, setting the stage for a divisive era in Israel's religious landscape. During her reign, Jezebel became a controversial figure, known for her assertiveness and, by some accounts, her ruthlessness in suppressing dissent, killing thousands of innocent civilians. Her relentless promotion of Baal worship sparked conflict with prophets and religious figures devoted to Israel's traditional faith, leading to violent persecution and the demise of these dissenters. Queen Jezebel's legacy was a woman who wielded immense influence, yet was castigated for her religious fervor and alleged cruelty. 2. Queen Athaliah of Judah, 9th century BC. Next on the list is the daughter of Queen Jezebel, Queen Athaliah. Her story is a narrative entwined with power, betrayal, and the pursuit of absolute dominance. Born into a lineage filled with political intrigue, her ascent to power in the kingdom of Judah marked a tumultuous chapter in ancient history. As the daughter of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel of Israel, Athaliah's background was steeped in the complexities of ruling dynasties. Her marriage to King Jehoram of Judah strengthened her ties to the throne, positioning her as queen consort. However, her journey to power wasn't a smooth one. Following her husband's death, Athaliah's thirst for control and her allegiance to the worship of Baal led her to seize power in Judah. In a shocking turn of events, she orchestrated the massacre of the royal family, eliminating potential rivals to secure her rule. Her reign was characterized by a ruthless pursuit of dominance, marked by political purges and the consolidation of power through acts of violence. Athaliah's actions led to a period of unrest and fear within the kingdom, as she sought to establish herself as an unchallenged ruler. 3. Queen Thamyris of the Massagetæ, 530 BC. Time to move to the intriguing story of Queen Thamyris of the Massagetæ. She stands as a legendary figure in ancient history, renowned for her fierce spirit, tactical brilliance, and unyielding brutality. Her story, enshrined in tales of power and revenge, paints a vivid portrait of a formidable warrior queen. Thamyris ruled over the Massagetæ, a nomadic people renowned for their martial prowess. She wasn't merely a queen by title. She was a leader whose reputation for fearlessness and strategic genius preceded her. Her saga intertwines with the powerful Persian Empire and its king Cyrus the Great, whose conquests sought to expand his dominion. When Cyrus set his sights on the Massagetæ, a clash between these formidable forces became inevitable. As Cyrus attempted to invade Thamyris's lands, he encountered a formidable adversary. Thamyris, a shrewd tactician, anticipated his moves and prepared her forces for a battle that would go down in history. The ensuing conflict was fierce, with both sides displaying valor and cunning. But it was Thamyris's ruthless determination that turned the tide. In a strategic maneuver, she lured Cyrus into a battle where her forces ultimately triumphed, inflicting heavy losses upon the Persian army. Yet, the most chilling chapter of Thamyris's tale unfolds in the aftermath of the battle. Fueled by a desire for vengeance for her fallen kin, she sought retribution against Cyrus in a manner that echoed her fierce nature. Accounts speak of a vengeful act that showcased Thamyris's unyielding brutality. Capturing Cyrus, she enacted a ghastly act of revenge, the decapitation of the great conqueror. But it didn't end there. She reportedly submerged his severed head in a wineskin filled with blood, a grisly display of her retribution. Tomyris's unrelenting resolve and her brutal retaliation against Cyrus the Great stand as a testament to her strength and the unyielding nature of her quest for justice. 4. Queen Wu Zetian of China, 624–705 AD. Next on the list is the story of Queen Wu Zetian, a tapestry woven with ambition, intrigue, and ruthless determination. Rising from concubinage to the most powerful woman in ancient China, her journey to the throne was marked by calculated moves and brutal acts that cemented her authority. Wu Zetian began her ascent through the ranks as a concubine in the Tang dynasty. Her intelligence and cunning set her apart, catching the eye of Emperor Taizong. Her wit and political acumen earned her influence within the palace walls, but it was her ambition that fueled her ascent. Upon Taizong's death, Wu Zetian navigated the court's treacherous waters, captivating Emperor Gaozong, his successor, with her shrewdness. As Gaozong's empress, she wielded immense power behind the scenes, strategically eliminating rivals and manipulating court politics to her advantage. Yet her quest for ultimate power didn't stop there. Following Gaozong's death, Wu Zetian took a historic step, becoming the only woman to rule China in her own right. Her ascension to the throne marked a pivotal moment in Chinese history, but was shadowed by allegations of brutality and cruelty to secure her position. Whispers spoke of Wu Zetian's use of secret police and espionage networks, eliminating dissenters and silencing opposition. The rumored executions by freezing or boiling enemies alive were grim testaments to her iron-fisted rule. These chilling tactics instilled fear and quashed any murmurs of resistance within the empire. Queen Wu Zetian's ascent to power was a saga painted in shades of ambition and brutality, leaving a complex legacy that continues to fascinate and haunt the annals of China's rich history. 5. Queen Olga of Kiev, 945–960 AD. Well, now let's move ahead to the Soviet Union. Widowed after her husband's assassination, Olga took charge of Kievan Rus, a medieval East Slavic state. As a regent for her young son Svyatoslav, she assumed control during a tumultuous period, facing challenges to her authority. Olga's quest for power was multifaceted, marked by strategic alliances and calculated moves. She embarked on diplomatic missions to solidify ties with neighboring regions, exhibiting her shrewdness and statecraft. However, her path to power became intertwined with a quest for vengeance following the assassination of her husband. Fueled by a desire for retribution, Olga sought to avenge his death, and her methods of retaliation were unprecedented in their brutality. Under the guise of seeking reconciliation, Olga extended an invitation for a peace negotiation. Yet, her intentions were far from conciliatory. During the negotiations, Olga's ruthlessness was revealed. In a chilling act, she ordered the slaughter of the Drevlian delegates, marking the beginning of a calculated revenge. Olga orchestrated a brutal campaign against the Drevlian city. Her forces laid siege to their stronghold, unleashing a relentless assault that culminated in the razing of the city and the massacre of its inhabitants. 6. Queen Ranavalona I of Madagascar, 1778–1861. This queen not only holds the title of most brutal, but also of the most selfish queen of the world. Queen Ranavalona I of Madagascar ruled during a tumultuous period marked by her extreme methods of governance, paranoia, and a reign marred by brutality and fear. Her rule stands as a haunting chapter in Madagascar's history, characterized by the implementation of the Tangina ordeal, a practice that led to countless deaths. Ranavalona ascended to the throne after the death of her husband, King Radama I. Her reign was marked by a deep distrust of foreign influence and a determination to maintain Madagascar's independence. However, her methods to safeguard the kingdom were notorious for their severity. Fearing internal dissent and foreign infiltration, Ranavalona's paranoia led to the implementation of the Tangina ordeal. This practice was a form of trial by poison, intended to identify individuals suspected of treason or betrayal. Accused individuals were required to consume a poison extracted from the nut of the Tangina tree. Those who survived were considered innocent, while those who perished were deemed guilty. The Tangina ordeal was a horrifying test that resulted in the deaths of countless people. It became a tool of terror used to quell dissent and eliminate perceived threats to the queen's authority. The practice instilled a pervasive atmosphere of fear and suspicion, throughout the kingdom. Under Ranavalona's rule, Madagascar faced immense suffering as the Tangena ordeal claimed numerous lives, leading to widespread devastation within the population. The practice not only inflicted immense physical harm, but also tore at the fabric of trust and community within the kingdom. Her extreme methods of governance, driven by paranoia and a quest for absolute control, left a chilling legacy of fear and tragedy that resonated throughout Madagascar long after her reign ended. 7. Queen Mary I of England, 1516 to 1558. Next is the Bloody Mary, not the cocktail, but Mary that had real blood of innocent people on her hands. Queen Mary ascended to the throne amid religious turmoil and fervently sought to restore Catholicism in a nation deeply divided by religious conflict. Queen Mary I of England's reign was marked by her unwavering commitment to reinstating Catholicism as the official religion of England. Born to King Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon, Mary staunchly adhered to her Catholic faith, which clashed with the Protestant reforms initiated by her father and continued by her brother Edward VI. Upon assuming the throne, Mary swiftly moved to reverse Protestant reforms, reintroducing Catholic practices and doctrines. She sought to return England to the authority of Rome, a significant departure from the Protestant establishment that had taken root. Mary's determination to reinstate Catholicism led to religious persecution, as she aimed to suppress Protestantism within her realm. Her marriage to Philip II of Spain further exacerbated tensions, as England viewed Spain with suspicion due to religious and political differences. The most infamous aspect of Mary's reign was her ruthless persecution of Protestants, earning her the epithet Bloody Mary. Her zeal to eradicate Protestantism led to a series of religious persecutions and executions. Under her orders, hundreds of Protestant dissenters, including clergy and laypeople, faced persecution. Many were imprisoned, tortured, and burned at the stake for heresy, refusing to renounce their Protestant beliefs. These brutal tactics aimed to suppress dissent and enforce religious conformity, but they ultimately fueled animosity and strengthened Protestant resistance against Catholic rule. The epithet Bloody Mary serves as a haunting reminder of the religious intolerance and brutality that characterized her reign, impacting England's religious landscape for generations to come. 8. Queen Isabella I of Castile, 1451 to 1504. Time to move to Queen Isabella, technically, the Hitler of the 15th century, who played a pivotal role in shaping Spain's history. She was renowned for her accomplishments, but also marred by her authorization of the Spanish Inquisition. Isabella I achieved significant milestones during her reign. Her marriage to Ferdinand II of Aragon united Spain's kingdoms, leading to the consolidation of power and the eventual formation of modern Spain. Her reign saw advancements in education, exploration, and cultural development, notably sponsoring Christopher Columbus's voyages that led to the discovery of the New World. However, one of the darker aspects of Isabella's legacy was her involvement in the Spanish Inquisition. Concerned about religious unity and combating perceived threats to Catholic orthodoxy, she obtained papal authorization for the Spanish Inquisition in 1478. The Inquisition aimed to enforce religious conformity and root out heresy, particularly targeting Jews, Muslims, and conversos. The authorization of the Spanish Inquisition under Isabella's rule led to a chilling chapter in Spanish history. Thousands faced accusations of heresy and were subjected to torture and execution in the name of religious purity. The methods employed by the Spanish Inquisition were brutal and relentless. Accused individuals faced trials where confessions were extracted through torture. Those found guilty faced various forms of punishment, including imprisonment, confiscation of property, expulsion, or even execution by burning at the stake. The Spanish Inquisition, sanctioned by Isabella, brought about an atmosphere of fear and suspicion. It tore apart communities and resulted in widespread suffering among those targeted for their beliefs or ancestry. 9. Queen Catherine de' Medici of France, 1560 to 1563. Jumping to neighboring France was the Catherine de' Medici. She became a significant figure in French history through her marriage to King Henry II of France. After her husband's death, she assumed a pivotal role as regent for her sons, who successively occupied the French throne. Catherine was a woman of immense intelligence and political astuteness, navigating the treacherous waters of French politics during a tumultuous era. Her tenure was marked by both admiration and controversy, as she wielded significant influence behind the throne, making her a force to be reckoned with in the French court. The St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre is a dark chapter in Catherine de' Medici's reign, showcasing her involvement in a brutal event that shook France. The massacre, starting on August 24, 1572, was a wave of targeted killings of Huguenots, French Protestants, in Paris, and later spread across the country. Catherine, seeking to maintain power and stability amid escalating religious tensions between Catholics and Protestants, sanctioned the massacre. The event was triggered by the marriage of her daughter, Margaret of Valois, to the Protestant Henry of Navarre, seen as an attempt to reconcile religious factions. However, the tensions erupted into violence, and Catherine allegedly ordered the targeted killings of Protestant leaders, resulting in widespread bloodshed and chaos. Her actions, including the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre and political machinations, were emblematic of the complexities and volatility of religious strife and power struggles during this turbulent period in French history. 10. Theodora of the Byzantine Empire, 500–548 AD. Last, but not least, was the Empress Theodora of the Byzantine Empire. Born into a lower-class family, Theodora's early life was marked by adversity and challenges. She found herself in the entertainment industry, which at the time often held a dubious reputation. Despite societal norms, Theodora's intelligence, charisma, and resourcefulness made her stand out. Her life took a significant turn when she caught the eye of Emperor Justinian I. Their marriage marked a transformative moment for Theodora, propelling her from an actress to an empress and a powerful political force in the Byzantine Empire. Theodora's influence was immense, and her role in Justinian's administration was not merely ceremonial. She actively participated in politics, advocating for women's rights and championing social reforms that benefited the marginalized in society. However, her rise to power was also marked by alleged manipulations of the law and the execution of rivals, which enhanced her and her husband's authority. Theodora was known for her strategic maneuvering within the Byzantine court, utilizing her intelligence and influence to eliminate adversaries and solidify her position. Her alleged involvement in manipulating laws and orchestrating the downfall of opponents was a testament to her shrewdness and the political realities of the time. While records of specific acts might be debated, historical accounts depict Theodora as a formidable and astute figure, wielding power and influence behind the throne. Theodora's journey from humble beginnings to becoming a powerful empress exemplifies her remarkable ascent. Her legacy remains complex, characterized by both her advocacy for the underprivileged and the controversial means she employed to solidify her and Justinian's rule in the Byzantine Empire. Hope you enjoyed this historical roller coaster ride of these 10 inhumane, brutal queens of ancient history. Keep quacking along with us through the history, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.